So I recently saw a video that Zoe London put up on her channel called The Concert Tag, and I thought, that is the tag that was made for me. So I thought I would do it because it's just a bunch of questions pertaining to shows and gigs and concerts. First question, what's the first concert you attended? The first concert I attended with my parents was either Kiss 106.1's first big freaking deal when they had like Edwin McCain and Better Than Ezra playing, so like super 90s, or In Sync when they were touring for No Strings Attached. One of those concerts. I don't remember which one it was. What was your most recent concert? Funny you ask that. The last concert I actually went to was band in Seattle last night. We had Hobosexual and He Whose Ox Is Gourd play at the Tractor Tavern, and it was so good, you guys. It was so good. Like, it was so good. It was really tiring and really long, and I didn't get back from it until 1:30, and I had to be back at work this morning at 8 in the morning. But last night, my show that I work on, that was the thing. How many concerts have you been to? Now this question, I don't actually think I am capable of answering. I could probably go and find like how many concerts I've photographed. So that's a thing that I could probably figure out, because Flickr exists. I don't fucking know how many ones I've been to. Like, does like a house show count? Do like, what do festivals count as? Do they count as one, or do they count as like 35? I don't know. A lot. Number 4, which artists have you seen the most live? It's a toss-up. I have seen We Are Scientists at least 10 times, possibly 11, but I've probably seen Ravenna Woods more because A, they live here. Yeah. What's the furthest you've ever traveled for a concert? San Francisco. I went to San Francisco to see We Are Scientists back in 2010. Oh my god. Yeah, it was 2010. I went with a bunch of my friends. I actually made a whole video about it on my old channel if you feel so inclined. But yeah, that's the furthest I've ever gone. I did do, like 3 years ago when We Are Scientists played, I went from Portland to Vancouver back to Seattle in 3 days. That's pretty fucking crazy. Best opening act you've ever seen? Now it's a toss-up. 1, I went to go see Explosions in the Sky in Portland, and they were playing on the main stage, and the band that came right before them was the Antlers, and I had never seen them play, and they blew my mind. I just remember that whole year of Music Fest, I think it was 2012, it was like Typhoon, Antlers, all just fucking blew my brain. And then the first time I went to Sasquatch, I went to go see Kings of Leon, Bon Iver, and the Decemberists. Those are the only bands I really knew, the only bands I were really excited to see. But Animal Collective played on the main stage before anybody else I was like planning on seeing, and I didn't know who they were. I was very confused, but very entranced, and I really, really loved it. So that, back when Animal Collective was like an opening band for the Kings of Leon, like. Have you ever met any bands or artists at concerts? Have I ever, though? The question is, in the last 5 years, how many bands have I gone to see that I haven't met after shows? But I will tell you a couple of my most memorable ones. The first time I met a band was when I went to go see Phoenix for the second time. I went with my friend Renee and our friend Jennifer. They had traveled up from California, and we waited around until like 1 in the morning. It was freezing cold. It was January in Seattle, which is fucking cold. And we're waiting around. Phoenix was playing at Showbox Soda. We could like see them up in their like dressing room area. Renee had seen them like a gazillion times. She met them. We waited around, said hello, took some pictures, fun times. Phoenix. Like a week later, I met Editors, cause like my friends and I waited around outside, and they just like walked out really fast. I was expecting them to take much longer, but I was just like, hey, you're in the band that just played here. Ah! Have you ever met internet friends at concerts? So much of like my internet friend group I know and love dearly because of We Are Scientists. I'm not just gonna keep talking about We Are Scientists, I promise. One of my really good friends, Andrea, I also met at which show was it? It might have been Black Keys, I don't quite remember, but I was in the photo pit at the Key Arena and she was like at the front of the crowd and she was just like, hey! And I was like, you! And then we like started hanging out and like ran into each other at every show ever. Have you ever caught a guitar pick, drumstick, or setlist? I got a drumstick from, no, it was Sondre Lerquet's drummer. Got his fucking drumstick when I went to go see Sondre Lerquet at the Crocodile. So I have that drumstick sitting around somewhere in a box. I've gotten set lists before. I grab them if I can. I like set lists. Set lists are fun. I have a whole book, like a ticket stub diary. I made a video about it, my ticket stub diary. It has like ticket stubs, wristbands, set lists and stuff. But I've never gotten a guitar pick. Never gotten a guitar pick. Best concert you've ever been to and why? I'm gonna answer it in twofold. One is going to be my completely biased opinion. When I went to see We Are Scientists in San Francisco, I was surrounded by some of my best friends at the end of a really long road trip, and it was amazing, and it was just such a fun time. I had never been to San Francisco in that setting before, and it was just a whirlwind of emotions and friends and love. The first time I went to go see Menomena, it was at the Crystal Ballroom, and I believe it was the second time I'd been to the Crystal. That day, the Smashing Pumpkins were playing at a venue across town, and my friend Susie, who was also photographing, texted me saying, "Pumpkins are full, don't even try to get in, go to something else." Because the thing with Music Fest, how it used to be, you had a wristband, you ran around town like for 5 days, and you got to get into every venue that you wanted to with a wristband. So I didn't go see the Pumpkins, which was fine, because I got to go to the Crystal Ballroom and see Menomena for the first time, and the floor bounced, and the lighting was beautiful, and I fell in love with that band so much. Like, they're in like my top 5 favorite bands, and that was what sparked that. Because realistically, they didn't do like crazy miraculous shit, but it was just like the setting and the timing and just like the music and like the atmosphere was all there. The stars were aligning in my favor. So if you are a fellow concert, show, gig aficionado, please do this tag because I'm curious and I like doing it. It was really fun. I found that tags are coming back, like people are doing like question tags, which is like, yeah, because it's always nice for when you're like, I don't really have any original ideas right now, so cheers! As far as song of the day goes, I'm gonna go with the last questions theme. Tithe by Menomena was the song that hit me in so many ways when I saw them play it at the Crystal Ballroom. It starts with this really like slow melody and then just like builds up and gets really heavy and just like a wall of sound, and they're such a weird band, but so good. Tags are back, bitches. Why do I keep saying that? You're not bitches. I love you guys.